This is a two-in-one pattern, so you can use it to make a regular strapless tube dress, or you can follow the second cut line to create the fairy hem. For this tutorial, I'm going to be making the fairy version. I'm using a size small, so I'm just cutting along the size small line. Fold your fabric in half, place your pattern on the fold, and cut out your front and back pieces. Next, place your front and back pieces right sides together and sew along both side seams. I'm using my serger for this step, but if you don't have a serger, you can use a regular sewing machine with a zigzag stitch. I'm starting at the top and serging all the way down the first side. And once that first side is finished, I'm going to repeat the exact same thing on the other side. That's really the main construction of the dress. Once both side seams are sewn, we can move on to finishing the top. Next, we're going to turn the dress right side out and we're going to add elastic around the entire top edge. I'm applying my elastic directly along the top edge of the dress. As I sew, I'm stretching the elastic to fit the fabric, but I'm not stretching the fabric itself. Continue this all the way around the top until you get back to where you started. Once the elastic is attached, fold the elastic toward the inside of the dress. Now we're going to top stitch around the entire edge to hold everything in place. I'm using a cover stitch, but you can also use a zigzag stitch on a regular sewing machine. Continue all the way around and you'll have a clean, stretchy finish along the top of your dress. For the fairy version, we're leaving the bottom hem completely raw. Because our side seams end at that raw edge, I'm going to secure the bottom of both side seams so they don't start unraveling. I'm using a straight stitch to lock the stitches in place on one side, and then I'll repeat the same thing on the other. Now we're going to add the ruching to the center of the bust. To find the exact center, match your two side seams together with the wrong sides of the dress touching. This will naturally fold the front of the dress directly in half. I'm using a pin just to mark that center point so I know exactly where to place my elastic. For this dress, I'm extending my ruching down about 3 inches. Starting at the top center, I'm sewing the elastic directly onto the dress while stretching the elastic as I sew. Once you release it, the elastic gathers the fabric and creates that ruched detail at the center of the bust. And as you can see, the fabric still has plenty of stretch, both vertically and horizontally. And that's it. Our fairy dress is finished. This is a super quick and beginner-friendly project with only 2 side seams, an elastic top, and an optional center ruching. I pair mine with some fairy wings and a wand to complete the look. You can make the fairy version like I did here, or use the second cut line included in the pattern to make a classic tube dress. The sewing pattern is available in the description below. And I'll see you in the next tutorial.